Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Slapshot, and I'm back. Just edited this video. It took me about 10 minutes, man. Had to chop some of the segments where it got a little slow because, I was going all around the map, and I cut it in a point or in a way where, like, I fade it, and it's real clean, and you can tell where I'm going, so you don't have to watch me just go all the way around the map, like, wrap around and all that. So, right here, I was kind of missing shots, but, yeah, we get the UAV, and right here, I'm just trying to go for the red dots, man. Trying to find everyone on the map that's not using ghosts. And luckily, a lot of these guys weren't using ghosts, so, I was able to pinpoint where everyone was at. But this Tommy gun is a really fun SMG to use, simply for the fact that it's just real mobile, and the hip fire is nice. It has good rapid fire rate. And, yeah, man, it's just one of those guns that are fun to use, but I wouldn't say it's the best SMG. But it's good, man. It's good. You can really beam people, especially when you have your local informant up and all that. But, yeah, man, I just want to get up on here and just, talk a little bit about my thoughts on everything going on in the world right now, man. It's sad, it's sad what's going on for sure. Obviously Ukraine is a country that's just, promoting peace, and, they kind of relied on us, to protect them, because there was a time in history where they had 4,000 missiles, and some of those missiles had nukes. And, what we did was we took those missiles and we distributed it through Europe. We took some of the missiles and gave it to, like, Germany, some other European countries, and we said we would protect them. And, obviously we just can't, keep that promise. And they're not part of NATO, which is pretty much like the world defense, where all the European countries come together. Or the world, pretty much if you're a NATO country and someone attacks you, we're going to step in and try and defend you. We don't ever go on the offense. But Russia's, like, at the point where they don't like it, because Ukraine is kind of like a Western civilization. Like, their influence is, like, Western. We're pretty much, we have democracy and we're not communists. But when you have a country that's bordering a communist country, and you start seeing them getting, like, nice malls. You see that the people are happy. And then your people in your country, which is a communist country, which is, like, kind of isolated because of the ideology of just how that country is. When they see that other country looking good, and they might want to, like, leave you, So being a leader, Putin, he has to go in there and attack and show his aggression and be like, hey, man, we are, a strong country. So we're just going to go and take them over. Pretty much, take over the borders. Try and get all the places where the natural resources are and stuff, because that place has a lot of gas, like natural gas. It's a place with nuclear plants where you could create nuclear power. And right now there's a lot of, like, pro-Russian people in there, so they're trying to just really just take over and put a pro-Russian type of leader in there, and then you just pretty much own all that land. Because there was a point, or there's a time where they're saying, like, Ukraine wanted to become part of NATO, and when you do that, it's like you're pretty much putting a border on Russia. So, like, if Russia wanted to go to, like, if they want to go, we went to war with Russia, we would already have, like, pretty much a missile defense system right there in Ukraine and all that, and it's just something Russia doesn't want, So, and it's crazy, man. They used to own that territory, back in the Soviet Union days. So it's just like, it's deep, it's deep. And you think about Putin, he was a KGB, which is like a CIA in America. So being a KGB, it's just crazy though, man, because he's doing all this, and it's gonna isolate Russia and make them hurt real bad. Like, it's gonna hurt all their people, because all these sanctions, which don't take effect until, like, a couple months, just cutting off the banks and all that, it's gonna be bad for their economy. And to be a powerful country, you have to have a strong economy. If you think about China, this is what scares me. This is how World War III would start, is if China just pops off out of nowhere, because everyone's just kind of focused on Russia and stuff. And so if China goes and invades Taiwan, and, if they get control of Taiwan, they're going to have all the semiconductors, like all that stuff that we use for, like, computers and all that. And if China gets control of all that stuff, natural resources of, like, all that silver, or, the stuff for, like, chips and all that, they get control of that, which is Taiwan, because they're the ones that produce all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all those chips and all that. They get control of that, man. You know what I mean? They could just, like, be like, nah, you're not getting any computer parts, and then we're not playing Call of Duty. So I don't know, man. It's just deep, but I could keep going on for days. But yeah, this is the end of it. And yeah.
Nice work. Go take a breather. You can't hide forever.
Hey, Rising, thanks, man. You got nuked, bro. What do you mean? I nuked you.
You paid for that dirty
Call that
We got
time.
nuked.
You got nuked.
That
There's
shit
nothing
was
you can say,
crazy.
bro. Yeah. No, not you, Steamy, but R6 is talking shit. You got nuked.
Oh, I just
Yeah.
unmuted everybody.
Oh no,
Hey,
he's
well,
just he
fuck
just
you
no, he was
talking
typing.
shit, R6.
Yeah, he got nuked. Dude. Like,